Come back. Come on in. Just get you pulled up. There you are. I can still say good morning. Good morning. Because it's not noon yet. Hello, hello. So I'm going to do the daisy chain petal, but you know I had to put a little spin on it. So we all know I love the red, white, and blue. So I found this clock on Amazon. So if you just pull up Patriotic clocks, this one comes up. And there were a couple others, but I needed it before I left. So this was one that was here the next day. So we are using the small Unique in the Creek board. And as you can see, I only filled and I'm only using row 3. So we are using every set of regular holes and every shared hole. So because this clock is 10-inch, we don't need to do those inside ones. Okay, so it will sit right in there just like that. All right. So let me bring you down and show you how I made this petal. All right. Now I do have another Patriotic design I want to do, but it's going to have to wait till I get back. I don't have time. All right. Unless I decide not to do the ones I had planned yesterday. But we'll see. So, not using row 1 or row 2. We're only using row 3. So all of those are loaded. So I'm going to start with the inside petal. And it is still 10 by 10. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little curve on this one because I wanted it a little bit bigger. All right. Because this, I'm using the wide stripe mesh, is a little thicker. I wanted this, the inside petal, to be a little bit bigger. So let me show you how I did that. So still 10 by 10, curl side up. And what I'm going to do is bring these two tips to meet in the middle. Just like that. And then we're just going to fold this one up and fold this one down. So that makes this section a bigger petal. And then we're just going to fold it over. So I just brought left to right, and then we're going to scrunch it right down here at the bottom. And go ahead and band it. Okay, just like that. For the outside petal, now this stripe mesh is 10.5 inches, but y'all, for this petal, you don't need a true square. So you can still cut it at 10 inches, but if you want to do it at 10.5, totally up to you. But this one is 10.5. I just left it at 10. So we're going to start this one just like we did. No, we didn't do this morning. Well, I guess it is. So bringing top to the bottom. Okay, so you can definitely tell it's not a true square, and it does not matter for this petal. And then we're going to bring this bottom to just below this edge because we don't want it to pop out. Okay, So bring that tip just below that edge, just like that. Thanks for floating my boat. I appreciate it. And then we're going to fold it completely in half, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my finger, put it right in there to hold it. Okay, so you can see the fold edge on this side and just the one final edge on this side. So we're going to bring that edge up. Grab you a couple clips. Clip your ends. And then we're going to take this petal, open this up, take this petal, run it right down the middle, wrap the two white petals around that red. Go ahead and unclip. Take you another band, and we're running this band right over the band on the red. Okay, just like that. So now we can fix our petal if we need to. I liked to bring it in tight. So if you need to adjust at this point, this outside petal, just take one end and bring it down just a little bit, or however much you need to. And you can adjust how tight this outside petal is. Isn't that pretty? So we'll go ahead and get these on there. I've got one more to make you. If you're just joining, this is the Small Unique in the Creek board, and we are only loading row 3, regular holes and shared holes. Okay. Now for this one, because we're only doing one row, you don't need to cut off these nubs. You can if you want, but you don't need to. Okay, so we're just gonna put them right into that zip tie. Just like that. We'll make this one just a little bit tighter. Hello, hello. There we go. If you don't cut these, leave your zip ties open. It'll make it a little bit easier. Or you can just cut them. However you want to do that. Let's just cut them for ease here. If I wasn't live, I probably wouldn't cut them. Hello from South. Oh, I put that one in upside down. Let me see if I can. Give it a good twist. There we go. We did it. So I am actually setting up events. Normally I don't set up events for my lives, but for when I'm gone, I'm creating events for y'all. That way you can always check the event section and you know who is going to be live and when. So if you go in and say you're going to those events, Facebook will notify you, well, they should, when that person is going live. We can open that up just a little bit more. Hey, hey. I know, manhandle them. But these are actually fun. Now this petal's been around quite a while. J-Cat's Creations came up with this petal. But it's been around for a while now. But I never did it because I was like, man, that's a lot of work. A late notice? Nope. It's like, it looked like a lot of work. But then when I was making them for the VIP group this morning, or this weekend, I was like, okay, this one's kind of fun. Like, I actually really liked making it. So, there you go. Now, it still uses, you know, up the mesh, because you're putting 2 petals in each zip tie. So you're still using a whole roll of mesh, but it doesn't look like it. But I'm going to make another one, another Patriotic I've got in mind. When I get back. So if you were to fill up like this whole board, you would use a ton of mesh. No, it's not longer. You just saw them cut off in the VIP group. It is a little bit bigger because I did fold that senna petal a little bit different than what I did in the VIP group. So if you watch the beginning, I show you how I did the inside petal. So it is a little bit different. Yeah, see, that's a lot of mesh. But hey, if they sell, they sell. That one closer. But y'all know my goal is to generally use only 1 roll of mesh per wreath. I don't always do it, but all right, so I'm going to show you that petal one more time. Now that I've got a mess on my table. All right, so 10 by 10. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this petal, I did the inside a little bit different than what I did in the VIP group, so that this inside petal is a little bit bigger. All right. So still 10 by 10, but we're going to bring our corners up and down to the middle. And then we're going to bring the top to the middle and the bottom to the middle. And then just fold it over, scrunch that end. Hello, hello. Okay, so that makes this middle petal bigger. So it sits at just over 2 inches, whereas the one I made in the VIP group was 1.5. Okay, so that may be why it looks a little bit bigger. Okay, so for the outside petal, we're going to do it the same, not this way, but we're going to do a little bit different. So top to the bottom, bring this bottom up just below this edge. Okay. Right, Amy? It just makes it a little bit bigger. And then do this. Now, because the stripe mesh is thicker, it's already a bigger petal. So I do it the same way that I did in the VIP group. Okay, so clip in those edges. And then we're just going to open this up and we're going to stick this petal right inside. And then wrap the 2 white petals around that red. Undo your clips. And then we're going to band it right over where we banded that red one. And then we can adjust it if we need to from here. Okay. A Canadian, absolutely. Okay, and then just cut it off if you want. So these fit snug together, which I love. And I like doing this. Let it spin. Let's just clip these off. Yep, if you have a big enough maple leaf, you could put right in the middle, or just do another row of these petals and put your maple leaf in the middle. Right, Dawn? I know. When I first looked at it, I mean, it's been around forever. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work. I ain't doing that. Y'all know me. But then I did it, and I was like, I actually really, really like it. All right, get back down there. Okay. There you go. Now this clock, like I said, is a real clock. So I did put cable mounts on each end. Yes, Amy, I actually commented on that. Normally I don't comment, but I did on yours. It was amazing. So if you just pull up Patriotic clocks on Amazon, that one will come up. Just going to grab a couple of pipe cleaners. Now that clock is working, so I don't want to lay it flat down. I know, it's cool, right, Diana? Okay, so, and I just put these cable mounts on there, so I'm not going to pull hard because I don't want them to pop off. Okay, so right here is the top of your board. So I believe, I hope I lined that up where it should go right here and right here. And I did. Sometimes I amaze myself. So I'm trying to pull these kind of at the same time so that they don't get off. So it stays center. Look how cool that is. And then if you wanted, I have some white stars. And we could glue the stars to that red petal just to add a little something something. A little something something. Y'all think we should add these stars? No, I didn't bring my glue gun, so I won't be adding them right now, but what do y'all think? And then if the customer needs to change the batteries, all they have to do is undo those pipe cleaners, change the batteries, and put them right back on. Isn't that cool? Now they're all going to fall off, but so there is your daisy chain patriotic clock. Said that wrong, but isn't that cool? But I do have another idea. It's just going to have to wait. Unless I'm just like, want to really make it tomorrow. And then I'll bypass what I was going to make tomorrow. I don't know. You never know what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I've got for y'all today. I will not be live again today. So, the clock came from Amazon. Just pull up Patriotic Clock and it will pop up. You're so welcome. Would be late, right? Yeah, I like the stars too. I think I'll add them. But I didn't bring my glue gun in, so I won't do it right now. I'm sure I will not be on again. Well, that's a lie too, because I have VIP group tonight. So VIP, I will see you in Chit Chat tonight. So I will be live again, just not on my main page. All right, y'all. That's all I got. So until tomorrow. Bye, y'all.